Thank you so much.
All right, let's bring in Angie now. Angie, obviously the weather improving, good news for firefighters.
Yeah, and Liz is exactly right. Those winds have calmed down a little bit. We've got maybe 20, 25 mile per hour winds in those higher elevations, but much lower in the lower elevations. But we've still got air quality issues. Air quality alerts are up through 8 p.m. tonight here across this region, specifically across San Bernardino County, where we've got unhealthy levels, of course, due to that smoke. Meanwhile, the other big story this weekend is going to be across the southeast. We're still dealing with what's left over from Francine. Of course, that impacted folks in Louisiana over the end of our last week, but we're still dealing with some of this rain, and the flood alerts are up for 6 million people, stretching from Nashville basically down to Jacksonville. This is going to last through the day today as the system kind of just meanders around. So still the flash flooding concern, still the heavy rain over already saturated grounds. This will be something that lasts into tomorrow too, and kind of a gloomy pattern will persist with more of that heavy rain. Then we turn our attention to kind of parts of the southeast, where we'll see another area of low pressure develop potentially and leave us with some of that heavy rain that we'll look for across parts of the Carolinas, on top of the potential for some rough surf. When it's all said and done, maybe 1 to 3 inches of rain across this region, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you for that. Check back in a bit.
We want to turn out a couple months. Angie's back with a look at the forecast, and we're ripe for some hurricane season. What's it looking like?
Yes, guys, you know, we thankfully are under 80 days left of hurricane season, but still we've got a couple of things to talk about. So there's a few spots. We've got Tropical Storm Gordon that's sitting out into the Atlantic. This is going to kind of just hang out over the next couple of days, maybe weekend here and meander across this region. We are not worried about Tropical Storm Gordon. Otherwise, we've still got post-tropical Francine, and we've got that one area that we're going to watch right off the coast of the Carolinas. Across the parts of the southeast, they could see some additional rain here over the next couple of days. And this is going to be potentially developing early next week. But either way, it's going to bring some rain to our friends across this region. 1 to 3 inches will be possible through midweek. That's a look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood.
Forecast right now. What are you watching?
Hello, my friends. We've got some temperatures to talk about, and not the fall kind. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for fall to kind of settle in, but that's not what we're getting across much of the country. Specifically, look at Chicago this afternoon. We're running more than 10 degrees above normal, so we hit a high of 88. We've got some 90s across parts of the south. Austin heads to 98 degrees. Kind of some milder temperatures across the southeast because we're dealing with a little rain there, but Philadelphia heads to 86 degrees. Even into tomorrow, not much change with this pattern. We'll keep it going all the way into early next week, where temperatures remain above normal from the Great Lakes to the northeast. That's a look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood.
The forecast from
Angie.
Angie.
Hello. We've got a couple of things going on across the country. We talked a little bit about the rain that's draped across the southeast. That's kind of something we're going to be stuck with through the rest of the weekend. But look out west. All is quiet there, but not for long. We, of course, know that we've been dealing with those wildfires out there and those ridiculously warm temperatures. We do have some relief that's going to head into that region here as we get into early next week. We'll see some moisture. Elevations, the higher elevations will get a little bit of snow. We'll get a little rain across parts of the Pacific Northwest. And most importantly, temperatures will come down. This is going to be really kind of nice relief for folks there. Los Angeles ends up into the upper 60s as we get next week going. Las Vegas kind of hangs out into those low 80s. We'll even see the potential for some overnight record lows. These temperatures running 10 to 20 degrees below normal in some spots like Reno as we get through at least the middle of the week. So we'll watch for that significant temperature drop to stick with us into the next couple of days. In the meantime, dealing with poor air quality out west through at least the weekend. Let's look at the weather across the country. Let's see what's happening in your neighborhood.